Get ready for it.
Didn't even get to cross.
Hey guys, welcome back. ZaiZoe here. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share. And I know some of you are shocked at the moment. What is going on? Your notifications have had 3 notifications in 3 days for new videos. This just doesn't seem like ZaiZoe. Is he back? Let's just not say that I'm back. Oh my goodness, every time I think I'm back, something else seems to go on, and I lose my motivation or dedication towards it. But we are at least making some videos. That's all we're going to say today. And as for this video, I want to see who does it best between Harrison and Wolf. Kind of a mistake made in my yesterday video where saying that Harrison had come up solely with this strat alone. It was kind of a joint effort. Harrison had gotten on to using the E-Dragon in CC, and I believe Wolf had said something along the lines, well, why don't we still use our own Golem to put with our heroes? And that's how they ended up coming with the Golem heroes, E-Dragon, Double Rage. And there is slight differences between the two, the way they usually do their attacks. I notice Wolf seems to start off all the time with the Zap Zap Quake, knocking down that one spot, and that's where he puts his E-Drag. Whereas Harrison sometimes seems to try to find the spot away from the air defense, put his E-Drag down, and then we'll determine where that Zap Zap Quake's going to go after. Personally, I already think that's a little bit of the smarter move, just because that E-Dragon is unpredictable. I know he does not, or she, whatever they made it, does not funnel exactly like normal dragons do, just for the fact that it eliminates so much at once sometimes. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, I do not know if there's a rhyme or reason why when it zapped there, it went straight across and then down left, and why the next time it may zap, you know, it might go a different direction. I'm not exactly sure, but that's where it can get you into a little bit of trouble. So just make sure that you know which way it's going to go, or be at least pretty confident if you're going to lay down that Zap Zap Quake first. And Wolf getting it done. Man, them E-Drags are so slow. And gonna pound that last one, gonna go over there, get that other thing, and then it's gonna come back over. It's not gonna make it very far. And I gotta say, I'm not extremely impressed at the lightning power. What is that, level 1? We got level 1 lightning on max E-Drags. I think personally, if your E-Drags are maxed, when they die, they should be bombing with a level 7 lightning. They should be maxing that lightning, as they are lightning dragons, electro dragons. You'd think they'd have a little bit more power than what they got. However, it is sometimes just enough to knock out the buildings he's been working on or close to it. So it does work out, but I'd still like to see a little bit more power coming out of that lightning on the back end of it. But what are you going to do? You can't win them all. And it does seem to be a fairly effective strategy, despite which way you lay things down, as long as you make sure you're putting that E-Drag down before the Eagle Artillery is triggered. I mean, definitely want to get that. Being as slow and as sluggish as that thing is, it should be nicknamed the Sloth, I swear. That thing needs all the help it can get. So put that Rage down on there, you know. Make sure the Eagle Artillery isn't blazing. Try and keep it away from big air defense and just nail at her. Seems to be working pretty good for people. I'm sure there'd be a way to possibly get in to get the 2 stars in some of these bases, but that Town Hall is going to have to be a little bit more off-centered than that. Prime example, this base could be the 2-starable one. And Harrison, as you see, drops down that E-Drag first, doesn't do the Zap Zap Quake first. And I'm glad to see that the E-Drags actually take out those little air skeletons. I am so annoyed with my Warden on my Town Hall 11 when it comes to those little air skeletons. I mean, at least a couple war attacks that I've done, long back, however, and some raids that I've done, seem to end in disaster as my warden just flies around, letting the skeleton traps, you know, pick off loon after loon after loon, and you just got to sit there and kind of watch it and go, really? Really, Warden? You can hit things in the air, and you can hit things on the ground. You can hit air defense, ground defense. You can fly over walls, but you can't zap that dang skeleton trap right in front of your face. Drives me nuts. Swear it happens every time. And now Harrison, with a bit of the hero splitting there, kind of predicted he did try and put them wizards down on both sides to knock in that funnel. You do have to try and still do that with your heroes. I mean, it is best if you can get them to work together. They still will cover a fairly large percentage, even if they do split, as long as you get that golem sticking with one of the two. I hate the three-way split where the golem stays at a wall, your barb king goes one way, your queen goes the other. So annoying. Can't we all just get along? Really? I mean, can't we all just get along? So yeah, that's how that's going. Easily grabbing that 50%. Not going to get the 2-star on this one. And this is where it comes down to what I've always said. Now, if Harrison had tried to get just the 2-star on that attack, that could have easily ended in a fail. And that happens so often, whether it's on the Town Hall 7s, the 8s, the 9s, the 10s, maybe even the 11s. I don't know how the 12s are doing up there. I don't got one of those. However, when you go for the 2-star, that's when you start making errors. I find there's a difference between knowing you can 3-star a base, which is a big difference, versus going a step up onto some harder bases where you're just going to try and get the 2-stars. That can go disastrously wrong, where you're actually better off to just sit back and go for the 50%. I know sometimes you want those extra trophies. However, you got to think about it. Is it better to gain 14 trophies? Or is it better to lose, 14 trophies trying to gain 28 trophies off of a 2-star? So, I mean, you really have to ask yourself what you'd rather do. I'd rather just, take the 1-star, be safe, move on, get the next base. Way you go. New day. And still, lots of people asking for those E-drags, by the way. I really don't think you need them when you're down low. I'm just trying to be nice here to the guys down low. If you're in Titans 2, maybe even just got to Titans 1, you probably aren't really taking on the 12s as much. I know myself, I got to push back up. I'm sitting at the 4300s. Maybe things have changed in the system a little bit over the month and a half or 2 months while I drop back down. However, I know that I managed to get up to Titans 1 without even needing, slurring my words here, without even needing to once attack anything over a Town Hall 10. So I did it with Lavaloonian my first time up to 5k, didn't hit a Town Hall 11 once, just hit 9s and 10s. It's all about patience. So, if you're impatient and you want to just keep hitting 11s, depends on how fast you want to climb, I guess, really, but I don't think they're a needed troop in your CC right now. Save it till you get up a little bit higher, especially because it's hard on the clan. It's going to be hard on any clan with all these Town Hall 9s asking for Electro Dragons now constantly. Because if you go in and you do an attack and you're back out 2 minutes later, what is it, 40,000 elixir? So in 2 attacks, you've just used up 80,000 of my elixir, which I'm okay with. But just keep in mind that they are expensive little suckers. So I still like the way I think I request, which is I used to request Golem or Dragon and 2 Loons with an EQ. That leaves the option open for more people to be able to get in there and donate. You want your clanmates to be able to donate and get their numbers up so they can get to their Elder status, maybe even get Co-status. However, now I'm thinking about changing my request. Maybe not quite yet. I might wait till I get a little bit higher. It'll end up saying Golems, Dragon, Loons, or Electro Dragon. I'm open for anything. Just make sure that if you request that way, the way that I do sometimes, that you just look in your CC before you actually place the troops down. You can always check while you're in raid by just simply holding on your CC badge at the bottom. Well, actually in your attack string of troops there, don't push your own CC. Badger. You'll be pissed off at me because you'll drop a troop up there. So yeah, make sure you just push it where the troops are, you know, just before the Barb King there, just after the Golem. Just push on it, hold it, and it'll pop up what troops are in there. And that does make a difference for how I attack. I know if I don't have a Golem in there and I've got my dragons and my loons, I'll actually save my rage and I'll use my dragon loon last and my heroes last. I'll start with my Zap Quake, try and eliminate things off. Then I'll figure out where the queen and king is going to go in. I'll use them with a rage on the dragon as well with them few loons. They'll knock out a good little percentage, but that changes if I have a Golem in there. If I have a Golem in there, I'm going to send in my heroes with the Golem first under a rage, which will actually change your strat a little bit more because you've got to be careful with that extra rage, what you're going to do with it. If you didn't have a Golem and you just had that, then you have an extra rage. So, it might not work so well now that I'm starting to contemplate it a little bit and think it over here. However, that's still how I'm going to request. I'll figure out the in-betweens. And for any of you fans that like both PUBG and Clash of Clans, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing Sunday, Bloody Sunday live streaming from PUBG. What do you guys think out there? It seems like a good day for it and a good theme. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Yeah, there we go. PUBG Live. I'll be on PUBG in a little bit. I had a terrible day yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm almost done playing with any friends. I'm sorry, friends. I love you all, but seriously, I play way different when I'm with a friend versus with a random squad. On a random squad, I just stick to myself, looting all my great places, getting everything I need, and keeping a little bit cautious at the same time. I find once I start slipping in with my friends, I get a little displacent and just kind of start wandering around places hoping that I'll be protected because I'm with a squad. And then next thing you know, we're running into danger and I'm dying, losing 100 points. Oh my god, in a day. I was so mad. I'm 50 cups away from being into ace. And yeah, now I'm back down. But back to Clash of Clans. Wolf nailing this base, easily going to get the 50%. Still holding on to a few troops. It is pretty tight though. I'm not saying that this strat is always going to work for you. You do have to figure it out for yourself where it's going to work best and when it's going to work best. So that'll be up to you guys. I can't help you there. You're going to have to learn on your own. You're going to have to fail on your own. And I don't know why I just left this sit for so long on the end of this screen. But that's it for this video. So apparently we're just going to exit this with staring at 14 forever. No. There we go. Finally it ended. Alright guys, I don't know. You decide who did it best. Harrison versus Wolf. Let me know. I'm out of here. Peace.